We have a lot of customers that are leaving their aluminum frame campers and coming to our steel frame campers. In this video, we're going to explain why they're making that choice. Guys, we got to talk about this. We've got a lot of customers leaving their aluminum frame campers to come to our steel frame campers because of hardware issues, maybe cracking. So we put this video together to help you guys understand why you'd want to go with a steel frame camper versus an aluminum. All right, so we've already hoisted the camper up and put a gasket along the bottom to seal when it hits the truck bed. So you can see now we're backing it up, and they'll put some foam on top and behind the cab to make sure there's no bumping going on. But we actually have kind of a cool tether system that keeps the camper from rotating and getting out of control when we do this. So you can see they got the foam on there that protects your vehicle when they're backing it up, just in case there's any issues. Once they get it centered, you're gonna see them start to drop it and line it up with the bed. You can see on the top here as well where we have it attached. That's our rail system. This can hold the weight of the camper. It holds all the weight of your gear. So that's how we raise it and lower it, is attaching it with some rings there. So once the camper is down, they're gonna line it up. We've pulled the foam, and you'll kind of see us adjusting it to make sure it's perfectly on your bed. All right. Now that the camper's on here, we've squared it in, and now it's time to start mounting it. A lot of people ask us how we mount it. We mount it with a plate, 1/4-inch plate with 4 3/8 bolts. We also get asked the question, can't you just clamp it down? Well, if you clamp it down, we found that on long dirt road rides where you have that rumble, those strips going on, the corrugations going on, it's going to vibrate those clamps and your camber is going to start to shift. So that's why we do a full bolt down. So any truck with a rail system, we use this plate and do a mounting system. If they don't make a rail system for your truck, we do a bolt through. So that's going to ensure your camper stays on your truck when you're doing some hard wheeling, when you're hitting those nasty roads, so you can feel good about having a secure camper on your truck. All right, to show you how this works, we have a T-nut here that goes into the track system. So you have 2 on the bottom, and then we have threaded inserts in the frame. You're gonna take your plate here with the longer bolts that go up top. It's gonna go in here against your frame, and then you'll take the shorter ones down into lower frame. And then we'll snug it up to torque specs, and you're gonna have a secure camper. All right, guys, let's move on to our campers. At a weight of about 300 pounds, lightweight camper, but we use a steel frame and skin it in aluminum. Why do we do that? Because when you're off-roading, your truck bed is going to flex, your frame of your truck flexes. It's a natural, it's designed to do that. So if you put a hard aluminum camper on your truck and it's flexing, you're gonna start to get fatigue. So what am I explaining exactly? Well, we've got some props for you here. So we got some heavy duty 3/8 rod aluminum, and then we have almost an 1/8 inch steel. So you can see the difference. But watch what happens when you get flex. If you get flex on this 3/8, it's gonna bend, and then it's gonna keep that bend just after one single time. Now, this should be a lot easier to bend because it's 1/8 inch, right? But watch this. We're getting crazy bend in it, and it's still straight. So steel has a little bit of a spring factor to it. So that's why we use steel, is so it can absorb some of those twists and binds that you're gonna get while you're off-roading. So why do we use steel? That's the reason. So you can flex and enjoy it without getting cracks or fatigue or bending issues. Another reason we use steel is because the aluminum frames on competitor campers are a bolt together. So you're gonna have all that hardware that has the chance of loosening up. So we have a full steel, fully welded, so you're not gonna have to worry about any joints coming loose or any of those issues. so you can trust that your frame is going to stay the way it was when it was first put on your truck. People always ask us, how can we build a camper with a steel frame at 300 pounds? Well, it's our secret sauce here, this panel. Not only is this panel our roof, but it's also our bed platform as well. And it is super light and super strong. I'm going to show you how strong it is. We're going to do a shear test over here. Follow me. I'm sitting about 220. I got Brandon here. He's about 220 as well. So we're going to split this and do about a 50-50 weight on this, shear weight. So that equals out to over 400 pounds of a shear force on that 10mm panel. So that's what makes it super light and super strong. We're just finishing up this build, and I want to give you a tour in just a minute. But right now, let's talk about accessories. We got a video we just made for you talking about fridges, benches, lights, and all the gear you can put on the side. It's going to have a link at the top of this video so you can see what you want on your camper. Now, check out this build. Thanks for watching this build, guys, and keep an eye out for the link at the end of this to show you all our accessories and options and how you can dial in your camper.